My lightning talk, I will speak about how to use the Raspberry Pi as an invisible device. So first thing, what's an invisible device? It's a little something that you can't move besides your desk. So for example, the film scanner that you see on your right, it just weighs 200 kilos. And with this size, you have to be 3 persons just to move it around. 3 muscular persons. You can also have devices that doesn't exist yet, but your engineer told you, hey, it will be there next week. Promise. That was 4 months ago. But also something that exists, but you can't have it, because it's a pricey piece of equipment that's unique, and it's at a remote location where nobody should go. And also, there's the last use case of you had everything in place, it was working, but the vendor came in and say, hey, that one I sold yesterday, so it ships today. And it also added a few features that you have to write for today. So, if you can't have one, it's invisible. How can you develop an application for something that doesn't exist or it's invisible? You can write a software simulator. It's cool, you have everything on a computer. You have your software running, you have the simulator running, but it's something that can be excessively complicated to write, or that's demand resources that you should rather use to compile your software. So, the other possibility is to have a hardware simulator. Hardware is cooler. You can make many things today that could you not do some years ago. Some years ago you had Utopia that you could use to write simulator or little application working on embedded devices. But now you have more devices that are affordable, like the Raspberry Pi or the IMS6 Silverlight or other such cards that you can use to write simulator on hardware. The cool things with hardware is that you have something besides your computer. So you don't need to switch between several windows. You don't have to switch every time. When you want to simulate something, you have hardware for that. The cool thing is that you also have something to show. A program is always just a program. You have something that's visual. With hardware, you have something that you can touch. You have something that you can play with. And you have also something that you can give others to play with. And also you have blinking LEDs. So now I will show you a demonstration of what you can do with hardware. So exactly, I had a full screen view. Let's go. Hop. Let's go back to full screen. So right now, I had to work with that scanner that doesn't exist. So what can we do? We can have our own virtual scanner. It was running on a Raspberry Pi. And it's running on the network. So you can currently make that thing move. And if you're looking on the wheels, they're also moving. You can stop it, and you can make it go backward. It might not look like much, but when you are writing software that should communicate with a device, it's something that's particularly important. You can look that your actual software is running and it's controlling something. But like the case you can also have is that someone comes and say, hey, no software anymore. So how can you work? We can still keep back here. You can still have your remote talk with devices that doesn't exist anymore. Currently, I didn't have the time to implement it for the lightning talk, but if you come tomorrow to my complete presentation, I will show you how to work with invisible devices using simulator or no simulator at all. If you have any questions, I'm listening. No questions? Fine. And I hope you enjoyed it.